Hello everyone, hope you're all doing fine. This is Hemali over here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to discuss something that is really important in today's time, especially when we keep astrology in regards. Then it's a very important topic. I don't know how many people have talked about it, but I hope that now, excuse me, just let me fix this. If I start talking about it, maybe there are more people who will become aware of this situation, and as more and more people become aware of this situation, the whole world starts to talk about it. So we all know that astrology is a tool, right? Astrology is a tool to know about certain things, get clarity, because there is a lack of clarity in our life, and also a lack of clarity in awareness in general. So astrology helps us to understand those gray areas, get a little bit more clarity, which also brings awareness, and then also work on the acceptance factor, because there all the things in the world are essentially operating based on three karmas, which is your agami karma, your prarabdha, and your sanchit karma. Right, so sanchit karma is like your collective karma. It holds all good and bad, and your prarabdha is something that you are reaping the fruits of from your past lifetimes and whatever. So it is like a cause that was done, and now uh, the effect of it is happening now, right? And when we talk about, I'm sorry, I'm not aware of the pronunciation, if it is agami karm or agami karm, but I'll take agami. So and I'm being open to you that I don't know the pronunciation. I don't think so there's anything to be embarrassed about it. So yes, um, agami karm is the karm that we are doing out of our free will. It's something that is in our hands, and as and when we are doing it, whatever it is that we do, we are going to reap fruits of that later on. Okay, so that's what agami karm is. Now that there is an understanding in place that everything is essentially operating in these three things, then when astrology comes into the picture, it helps us accept, because there are certain houses related to the prarabdha, certain houses related to the sanchit, and there are certain houses of agami, free will, karma, which I'll talk about in the playlist section that I am making. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Go and check out that playlist also, which is by the name Learn Astrology Basics. Everything you should know. So very basics of astrology is covered, and it's on YouTube, so it's completely free of cost. It's amazing knowledge. I think you should go and check it out if you are interested in astrology. So coming back to the point, what I was talking about, as the title of the video is this, that nobody uses this tool of astrology to know what this particular person wants from us in this life. Okay, so especially young people these days, but I would say everyone, because there is absolutely no sense of age when we start to understand spirit from the point of view of Vedas and Shastras. I'm sorry, there's construction work going on in the background. So when we want to understand, I'll just slide. When we want to understand Vedas, when we begin to understand spirit or soul, death, reincarnation, birth, purpose, discovery, X, Y, Z, from what we have learned from the Vedas and Shastras, we begin to understand that age is nothing, it's just a number, because there's something also known as the age is the soul, which I have also made a video on. So if you want to know that also, you can go and just check. I think I posted it recently only, so you'll get the age of soul, or the spiritual age. So but yes, I would say that everyone, but particularly young people, youth in specifically, should start using and make a change, that astrology should be used to know why a particular person is in our life. Not everybody should practice this. Okay, so for this video, I am not going to complicate it too much. I'll keep it short, and I'll share my experience. For the first time, maybe in on this channel, I am sharing something which is my experience, and I don't mind going ahead and sharing it, because It's very important. So for example, I happen to consecutively, sequentially, one after the other, happen to meet men that had the number 1 in numerology, and this pattern just kept repeating. uh, so it was like, okay, this is something worth noticing, but I didn't notice it initially because I was not using the science in the way that it should be used, right? So I was not using it in the, so I did not really care, like, that what it is. I didn't pay heed to it. But then I realized that, okay, so this was long time ago, but not very long time ago as well. And recently, I started discovering friends that have Ketu in the 7th house. And then that started to make me realize this is only recent. And when, there have been patterns that happened in the past also, but I have completely forgotten about them now. So now that I, in retrospect, uh, come to the conclusion about what's happening of this Ketu in 7th, it made me realize it again wants to teach me something. Now, not everything is, not everything should be taken personally. Even in psychology, it is said that when we have too much of personalization, then there's really something that, could be a reaction of some sort of trauma. So I say this with an open heart and mind that not everything in life is meant to be taken personally, and it's not meant to be personalized. So I am also giving a mental health disclaimer over here, emotional health disclaimer. But at the same time, I also want to just make this very clear that there are certain people that come into your life to teach you something. And now what they are teaching you is not something that is very direct. It can be something completely indirect. Please mind the word, the teachings could be very indirect. For instance, when you meet a person with a number having 7 consecutively, then as per numerology, the number 7 is Ketu, right? Now, Ketu is a lot of detachment. Ketu is a lot of letting go. It can be letting go of the subconscious programming that we have, the conditioned mind that we have due to society. It can also be, something like letting go of expectations and attachments. So you are meeting a number 7 person. So be ready for that surprise. And the number 7 is that person who will just like break you from your shell, and that person will be like a fresh breath of air. But with that, the 9 number should also be the guru number should also be good, okay, which is Jupiter. So as per numerology, which is the number of I forgot, but yeah, even that should be good. I think it's 3. Yeah, so that should also be good. And so yeah, that's how you get it. Now let's say if you meet consecutively meeting people with friends with 7th house Ketu, it's trying to tell you that you need to let go matters related to fame, you need to let go matters related to society, you need to let go matters related to contracts, business dealings, and even relationships and spouse. You need to just drop that thing. It's a subtle message coming from universe. That's how it is working. So and with the number 1, it's very personal. I'm going to keep it to myself, what I learned from it, but you get the point. And I also want to tell this thing because I gave the disclaimer that it is extremely important to also simultaneously understand this thing, that it should be a pattern. It's not that something happened once and you've personalized the entire situation. I met people with number 1, having number 1 in numerology as their, what is it called, there's this destiny and the numerology number. So that main number with number 1, I met not one, not like 4 people, but like 5 to 6 people, okay, consecutively. That became a pattern. So that's something about personalization and depersonalization thing. And the point is, if you're young, if you believe in astrology, when you go to the astrologer, please ask what this person is trying to teach me in this life. Don't ask whether this person is going to stay forever, because we all have ketu. Something is going to happen and you'll be like disconnected from that person. Okay, because ketu is there to always break the illusions. Rahu is always there to attach you to the illusions. So I would say that please uh, ask astrologers, psychics, these medium people. Like, we are all messengers, I believe, astrologers and tarot and whatever. So ask these messengers that what is this person, why is this person here, what lesson I have to learn, why is this happening, and when will this learning end. At least these are some better questions than whether this person will stay forever, whether this person, what can I do to keep him, keep her, is there any black magic thing going on which can help me, you know what I'm saying, is there some tantra which can help me, some occult which can help me. Don't go to that side, because that's not for everyone, and that's even not something that is a requirement of today's day and time. So I hope my video has made sense, and please spread the message if you really liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Like my video if you really liked it, and please definitely comment whatever your thoughts and queries are. I would love to answer them. See you in the next video. Bye.